All right, we got breaking news. News. What's breaking
Marinelli,
news?
he's our next coach.
What's brought to you by?
Let me hit this.
Yes. According to, is this the real one? Okay. Adam Schefter, Jaguars OC Grant Udinski, has informed the Browns he's removing himself from consideration for their head coach position per a source. Udinski has a new deal in place with Jacksonville that will bump his pay for next season.
Wow.
But the Jaguars are allowing him to continue pursuing the Bills' head coaching job. If Udinski doesn't get the Buffalo job, he will be back as Jaguars OC.
I don't remember so many guys all pulling out from one team. I've seen it happen here and there with various teams. How many guys now? McDaniel, right? How many guys have we had officially pull out?
Jesse Minter.
Not Phillip Rivers.
We had guys refuse
Not on this job.
We had guys refuse to interview with the Browns as well.
Yes.
So was he using us for a pay bump, or did he just know he wasn't getting the job, and here we go?
Yeah, I think he knows he's not getting the job. I told you. I think we're going to get an offer today, and I think whenever that plane arrives, there's people tracking planes. Whenever it touches down in Los Angeles, California, I think you're going to have yourself a new head coach. 216-474-0092.
I wonder what Jim Schwartz thinks of all this.
I think Jim Schwartz is ready to roll up his sleeves and work with his defense with Nate Scheelhaase.
It'd be really awkward if he pulls his name out of it and he goes, but I'm going to be the DC.
I'm going to stay here and be the DC.
That'd be awesome. The word you're looking for is awesome if he pulled his name from consideration for the head coach, as he'll remain the DC of the Cleveland. They ought to do it just to troll everybody now that we know it's now that we strongly believe it's going to be Nate Scheelhaase, right? But he ain't going to pull his name from it, is he?
Well, then we got a show.
Or then I look like a total idiot, considering what I was thinking of when I was texting you guys yesterday. It's going to be Nasty Nate, right?
From
I think so.
The jailhouse to the outhouse.
Okay. Well, I can't wait for those jokes to happen. All right, 216-474-0092. How do you feel about Nate Scheelhaase? Because it seems to be he's going to be the head coach, everybody. I know the Browns have been hot on Nate Scheelhaase since the Tuesday after they let go of Kevin. Tuesday morning. After they let go of Kevin on Monday morning. And it's going to feel like it's process of elimination. Does it not?
It does.
This is, oh boy.
What's the problem, Ken?
Because you can't win for trying. You can't do anything for trying. They've had, whether or not you think Scheelhaase is going to be a great hire or not a great hire, but he already starts behind the 8 ball with the fans, doesn't he? Doesn't he?
I think
as of right now, maybe some hours will go by and some people will think differently of it and maybe they'll come around, but it just feels like he's behind the 8 ball with the fans. Like Udinski pulling his name out. Does it or does it not feel like, okay, now they're just going to go with the last guy who's young, who hasn't canceled them out, and they're going to hire him?
Yeah, look, it's
and I don't think that's fair to Scheelhaase.
And it already happened over the weekend. The Browns had already been getting almost universally ridiculed for this coaching search. It didn't help, as we said, by the fact that, hey, the day they fired Stefanski, it's like, all right, here's our competition, and then boom, Buffalo, boom, Baltimore, boom, Pittsburgh. Like, that obviously did not help. Despite what I say about Pittsburgh's situation, which I don't necessarily think is better than ours. Given all of that, they were going to get blasted either way. And I do wonder the amount of guys who have publicly now removed their name from the Browns in their search. Are these guys upset? Are their agents upset at the way the situation was handled? Because
maybe
it almost comes off as we're gonna kind of dig and twist that knife just a little bit more on the Browns' PR.
Yeah.
Because I don't normally see it to this extent.
But when you're 8-26 over the last 2 years, again, you don't get the benefit of the doubt.
But I wonder if they strung along candidates or rubbed the agents the wrong way throughout the process. In the end, it's not going to matter. They're going to hire one of the young guys that they were always going to hire, most likely.
This is what I think they were always I think they were always hot on Scheelhaase. Again, from what everything we had just said, the Tuesday after they let go of Kevin, that Tuesday morning, we had received, I did, and then I told you, and then you blurted it out at the end of the show the next Wednesday. is that they were kicking around about Nate Scheelhaase. Okay, interesting. I mean, you knew it was going to be a name before, and now we're down to how many of these guys have pulled their name out, and then the other young guy, the 30-year-old, pulls his name out. So now it just feels like process of elimination, and I can't let you up because, see, if you would have had if you still have Andrew Berry, which you do, then it's going to feel like nobody wants to work with Andrew Berry, and no one's going to like take the job that Andrew Berry has. So there's no way there's no way to make this look better. You're just going to have to deal with what it is and then go out and have to win football games. Because it feels like nobody worth a damn to a fan wants to work for Andrew Berry.
Well, listen, also...
Is it not true?
Also,
You're not denying any of that. That's how the fans feel.
I do wonder, I don't know, we don't talk to enough guys that are plugged in around various NFL teams to know what the true sentiment of Andrew Berry is. We always said throughout the year that, boy, it seemed like Andrew Berry always got high marks when people would talk about the organization, not the winning and the losing, because there was always an asterisk by it's the Browns and ownership and their issues of the past. So that always gets brought up. I'm just thinking, like, these guys are all repped by collectively like 3 agents. I just think people have to understand, and I think they do, I think most Cleveland fans do, like, these agents prioritize, they go, all right, here are the candidates in our agency that could go work for the best jobs. Here's kind of the middle, and here's the up-and-comers that, hey, Browns are one of 32. Like, let's shock the world. And I think that's what we're in the territory of when it came down to Udinski and Scheelhaase. And I don't know what to say about Schwartz.
Well,
I have no idea.
I don't know. All I know is that all I believe strongly from the people I talk to is that if the Browns offer him, he'll probably take the job. Like 98% sure that Scheelhaase would take the job if they offer it today. Which somebody corrected me. Apparently, they flew out last night, so you could still get planes out of here unless they were going from Florida to L.A. I'm not sure where the hell. I don't know, man. I was in a coaching clinic for 2 days. I didn't understand. I didn't know where the planes were.
You were in your office.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not part of the FAA. I have no idea where their planes were going. So maybe they were in Florida and flew from Florida. But yeah, because they interviewed with Anthony Lynn, right? So they would have flown from Florida out to L.A. So they wouldn't have ran into
I wouldn't imagine they'd come back here at all.
Snow. Well, you have no idea what they plan and what they don't plan, but it'd be hard to get a plane out of here.
They have to come back here to do the press conference. You can't do the press conference anymore.
Well, you're going to have to wait until we're not snowed in anymore. When the hell's that going to happen? We're going to have to wait until March to get a press conference around here. If they're out there and it's 6:53 in the morning, do they play that and go, how do you respond to all those calls? Nate, we got one little part left of the interview here before I hand you the pen. I want to play you some audio here from the fans. This is what you're stepping into in Cleveland, Ohio.
But
I want you to.
It can't be that now that Grant Udinski pulled his name out, now people are upset. He's 30 years. He's 30 years old and has never called plays.
Because they're seeing it as a person who should be begging for your job doesn't want your job. That's what they're hearing. That is what they're hearing when we tell them that. I have no argument against you. You and I could shake our heads all we want. I have no argument against them. They haven't won many games over the last couple of years.
Disappointed in you if you feel that way.
Okay, we can have that discussion tomorrow morning on The Fan.